So, I was trolling a well-known YouTube troll in the comment section of one of Healthy Addict's recent videos. I think his name is Mental Case Material. I was calling him a creep just as my awkward way of saying hello, and to see what he would say in response. And what do you know? Bunsums jumps in and starts white knighting for her friend. But I don't want to talk about my exchange with Bunsums or Mental Case Material. I want to talk about an interesting comment that Bunsums left on Healthy Addict's video, because it reminded me of some things that I wanted to say about sexual harassment. Here's the comment.
Because when women feel comfortable, that's a cause for pride. People trying to set up a situation whereby there are creepos so that they have something to do, protecting women. Scaring the girls is pointless. We have to move forward, no exceptions.
I thought that she made two insightful points. One being that it's about pride, not morality or what's good for women, just pride. And two being that we should not create creepos just to fight an enemy or to create work for ourselves. Which is the kind of thing that humans do all the time, create problems just so they can offer up the solution. I agree with both of these points. But I also think that there's another important point that needs to be acknowledged. And it's related to both points. Because there are multiple ways to create a situation whereby there are creepos. And because solving this problem normally is motivated by pride, not by some universal or noble goal. My point is that creepiness is both subjective and relative, just like ugliness. And so standards can change. So one way to create a creepo is by raising your standard for what counts as creepy. And the way to raise your standard for what is considered creepy is by avoiding creepos and or being protected from creepos. The creepos never really go away, they just morph into somebody else. One thing that we would all be better off understanding about humans is that they are constantly adapting, and that they have trouble with remaining satisfied. Adaptation level theory explains why humans are never satisfied for long, and it also explains a lot about drug abuse and drug addiction. So basically, we want stuff, we get it, that makes us happy for a little while, but then our standards adjust upward, and then we need more and better. Point being, when you introduce some policy to make women feel more comfortable, you are not helping women, you're just attracting women to your space, and pulling them away from the alternative spaces. It's just like having a ladies' night. Suppose that you're operating a nightclub, and you want to attract more women. But your marketing consultants think that you should avoid making your club seem like it's desperate to attract women, because that would be sleazy and creepy. So, your marketing consultants advise you to go with the indirect method. You don't want to suggest that you're trying to attract women. Instead, you'll just say that you're trying to help women. And rather than just doing things to attract women, you really need to believe in what you're doing. You need to hold on to some ideology as an excuse and justification for what you want to do anyways. Just to make it seem a little less sleazy. Not a bad analogy for feminism in the atheist community, I think. Healthy Addict said in her video, "Why am I talking about my experience? Am I an attention-seeking feminist prudish whore? Am I trying to play the victim? No." And then she goes on to say that, she's doing it for the greater good, she's doing it to raise awareness, and to encourage people to come forward. Well, does it really help women to divert them to atheist conferences when they could be doing something else with their time? I don't think it's helping women, I think it's just diverting the flow of women. It's attracting women. And the whole helping women idea is just part of that effort to attract women. You're never going to reduce ugliness, or unhappiness, or fear, or discomfort in general. That is a certainty that you can bet on. Because we need these feelings and ideas to base our decisions on, so they will never go away. The world is never going to be more beautiful. So I don't want to hear that nonsense anymore.